Win seasons, 12 Sweet 16s, 4 Final Fours, as Fudd nails the three with a steal. Eckel feeds Fudd, her three, you bet!
Two-player game back inside to Strong, whipping a pass to Fudd. She's got it! Coming up with it again. Fudd, the trailer, wide open, she's got it! Where's the Huskies with two 20-point scores apiece. One of them is Azzi Fudd, adding to her tally.
Strong with a steal, tees up Fudd, bottom!
Sarah Strong right there, pitch back pass for them. Boom, all three of these for Azzi Fudd. The lightning strike from range.
Here, especially, he said it might have been their best March run.
Fudd on the board, kept in bounds, Arnold to Fudd. Oh yeah.
Under an opponent's basket, just let it go out. Let your defense get set. Now, Azzi
Fudd from distance, swirls home. Shade to the elbow, Fudd on the kick, knocks it down. Day against Ohio State, picked 5th in the Big Ten. Fudd, swish. That's her 5th three-pointer. Three-pointer for one of the best shooters in the country, and Azzi Fudd. Have turnovers. Fudd, you can't leave her. You just cannot leave 35. Up ahead, there's Fudd again. Shot fake. Back to Fudd. My, oh my. Knocked off a #1 ranked team. Fudd, they needed it. Azzi Fudd with a huge three-pointer.
Finish.
Fudd, she has been the star for the Huskies tonight.
And that, folks, is what we call a cheat code. Azzi Fudd, when you need it most. Fudd.
Heckle. There's Fudd again. Azzi Fudd has 27.
On the fast break. Quinones skip past Fudd for three. Yes! Feels like you can swap her and Strong 1-for-1 because of her talent. Here's Fudd looking through Strong at the high post. The face up the drive. Wilkie gets a piece, but that leaves Fudd open, and she makes them pay. Nothing Husky run. Make it another steal. Fudd deposits a triple.
Has to be a key to the game.
Fudd finally gets one to go.
Then here's a three from Fudd, and that's way too much time and space for the nation's best shooter.
Fudd way too open. Azzi Fudd again. Fudd
Yeah,
off the
Juno
inbound.
was arguing that since she caught it. It's
Just a handful of months ago. Fudd, very deep three, her fourth.
Take.
Fudd from beyond the arc. Difference here between the game clock and shot clock. Fudd steps beyond the arc, and Fudd cannot miss. Players until this trip. But what sticks out about the way that this year's team is built as Fudd right on? Right? Not gonna lie. What would your
She was an integral piece to last year. Again, here off the bench. To get some momentum here. Trojans chipping away.
Fudd, open look, got around the screen.
Exactly what is needed.
Fudd drills another one. Mason has it knocked away by Fudd. She has 2 defenders to beat, now searches for a trailer. Why not take it yourself? Azzi Fudd, you can fudd around and find out when she's got room.
Stealing the ball. And then that beautiful quick release we've talked about. Great cut, too. She wants that one back.
Arnold to Fudd. Oh, yeah.
It's these runs that UConn puts together are debilitating. Great finish by Fudd. They got a big lead.
Picked it up for Ottawa. Fudd again. This one's catch. Connecticut. Fudd wide open at the wing. That's good.
A beautiful ball movement, getting to the second side, extra pass. Leads, that's why you look at their margin, of their scoring margin. In their victories, it kind of lacks a little.
Azzi Fudd squares up in a heartbeat and sinks it. And taken by Strong. I said the Louisville game was 11, it was 13, but to the point, it's been one close game, one kind of close game, and then this the rest of the way. Azzi Fudd, another bullseye.
Azzi Fudd, close out fast. She didn't need a whole lot of room. Give her a second of airspace, and she can get that thing off. Banger, banger. Got him. She's starting to heat up here.
78-53 Connecticut. Fudd again. Oh man, what marksmanship.
Essentially, another one of Sarah Strong's attributes that she gives to the team.
Fudd knocks down the three on the move.
Too easy, can't leave Fudd wide open. That she needed to see to continue to boost her confidence as she's getting back into the flow of things.
Fudd answers back.
Strong with an authoritative pass. Fudd is on the board. And let's not forget, South Carolina, who just played Providence on Sunday, Dawn Staley always has her teams peaking at the right time. Fudd, that's cash money.
By Catalan. This crowd still standing, and finally they'll get the sit. First points going to the Huskies.
And here's the three that allowed the fans to sit down. They stay on their feet.
On the interior, this pressure full court blunt from UConn causing problems, and leads to the three ball by Fudd. Found their pressure has been stifling for most opponents. And causes problems there, and it leads to the three. Out with the broken nose as Connecticut immediately though starts with another three. Fudd right on cue.
Already UConn turning defense into offense.
And Samaya Wyatt, the sophomore from Powder Springs, Georgia, with the post hoop for the visitors.
The player that's making plays for them.
Azzi Fudd.
Strong being harassed. Out to Fudd. Two of the best in the country hooking up there.
Recruits each other where you want to stay and play with your friends and stay with your group.
Azzi Fudd again.
Good initial attack on the offensive glass.
Azzi Fudd lets it fly and drains it from deep. Arnold in attack mode for the Huskies, leaves it for Fudd. She's got another triple.
Georgetown's got to put together some more consecutive stops like they did a couple of possessions ago, and not right now.
Right as Gino Oriema said that she was getting comfortable playing out of the high post and put together some really good games.
Yeah, she's 6'5", but can stretch the floor.
Fudd goes to get the handoff for three.
Azzi Fudd left all alone.
That's too easy for sure.
8. So far, it's Mariana Valenzuela 8. Azzi Fudd, she's got all 9 for UConn. Saturday afternoon, one full day earlier than expected. Here's Fudd for 3.
It's the name that's written across her chest that really means the most. Okay, Azzi!
Very systematic, and I see a lot of three-point looks.
Speaking of three-point looks, Azzi Fudd.
Where she's really come on. She's been a pivotal piece.
Azzi Fudd gets a rebound. Heckle was able to save it. Fudd again, yes! But they've been tested for most of this ball game. Fudd, three ball for Azzi Fudd. She's got 22. Oh, the closest game they've had against Michigan earlier, they won by 3. But right now, the round is on. Now it's 27 for Fudd.
That she played soccer growing up, and I'm a big believer as Azzi Fudd with the nice catch and shoot quick release.
No spot on the floor, Oriema says, where Strong isn't comfortable as she tees up another three for Fudd. Azzi Fudd. Wow, the rhythm dribble.
Perfectly executed spin.
They've got 3 fouls on Michelle Ojo now as Fudd lights a 3.
Kicks it back out. Fudd in the corner, yes! Blustery snow. Right around People's Bank Arena. Fudd automatic from the corner.
Their third field goal inside the arc. 3 ball, Azzi Fudd knocks it down. The swipe, shade, Fudd for 3. Nails it for the Huskies. Salstein. Fudd again for 3. Back to back, and a timeout from Jim Flannery. He's fumed.
UConn was able to turn that into early offense.
Speaking of early offense, Azzi Fudd gets the offense going. UConn on the
From that herself.
Yep. Forbes, unfortunately, gives it away. Once again, trying to catch that interior pass. Zabel on the break. Back to Fudd. Fudd with time, and she doesn't miss.
Well, as her mom, Katie Fudd, would say, if you Fudd around, you will find out. And you find out 3 things. If those is saying we can look down the bench and do a lot more things with what we have, like that.
And then at the top of the bench, yeah, you've got Azzi Fudd, who is red hot from beyond the arc. Continues that streak here to open the second quarter. Fudd beyond the arc. Oh, Azzi Fudd on fire here in from Milwaukee.
Job. Just trying to contain Azzi Fudd has not been an easy task, to say the least, in this first half.
Great ball movement. Fudd, the beneficiary. Azzi Fudd with 17 points before the halftime break.
UConn's been excellent on point. They haven't had easy looks at the rim.
Fudd for three. Nails it for the Huskies.
Azzi Fudd's poise has been so impressive this season. Have to come to the ball hard. Hard cuts give you opportunities. Azzi Fudd is so smooth. You cannot take a step back off of her. She is a more than 40% shooter from three.
He roamed those halls, didn't he?
Sure did.
Fudd nails the three for Connecticut. You have Strong, Williams, Shade, Fudd, and Arnold for UConn. Azzi Fudd ties the game off the bat with the three.
Beautiful execution by UConn to start the game, having Fudd come off the screen on the baseline.
But the Wildcats will keep it.
Azzi Fudd does not need it. They've got to continue building from this type of game, though.
Last year's MOP of the tournament, Azzi Fudd.
Another Providence turnover. Fudd lines it up. Azzi Fudd finally breaks the seal. Fudd around the Quinones screen, and that one is pure by Azzi Fudd. A sweeter, prettier jump shot in the nation.
Yeah, you see there.
Here we go. Fudd lines it up and knocks it down.
With that flare screen to the shooter, and Fudd drills her first.
They're shooting 28% from three in the Big East.
Fudd answers right back.
And she's shooting 45% to lead the Big East. You know, they force the action, they get downhill.
Too good a look. I mean, one of the best in the country.
Turnovers.
Fudd, quick release, bottoms.
In high school, we won that last game by 2 points. I can't even tell you how you're playing not to lose at that point.
Fudd is unstoppable. Back tap to Strong, and now Fudd in front of her friends, knocked down. Comes KK Arnold running with Azzi Fudd. Get out, three to Strong. Swing, swing. Fudd pays it off.
Of course, you knew Fudd and Strong can, but even Gino Auriemma said as Fudd lines it up and hits. He wasn't sure off the bench. Rallies it back to Fudd. Azzi Fudd is ready for the postseason.
But you mentioned the numbers she is putting up this season, best in her career. 45%, just is always in a ready-to-shoot position when she catches it. Feet squared, shoulders squared, that high arcing follow-through. Fourth in the country, making more than 3 threes per game.
The Huskies lead America in defense as Azzi Fudd lines it up. Has her season high with 14. And today, KK Arnold's matched her season high in the first 14 minutes of the game.
Yeah, yesterday no one really had a Azzi Fudd gets it to drop.
26 and 7 on the year. And we look back at that as Fudd is able to hit it home. Time that Villanova and UConn are meeting in the Big East Championship game. Back in 2003, Harry Paredes Wildcats pulled off. You can't leave Fudd. Basketball a little bit more. Azzi Fudd again. Wave after wave. Maya and Stewie. Fudd hits. Azzi is hot.
Strong, the mid. Fudd got that one.
But Zoe still able to get to that 17-foot jumper.
Fudd connects. Here's Strong motoring, kicking. Fudd, you bet.
Early here in this first quarter, already with 12, but Sarah Strong penetrate in, find the shooter. Looked a little irritable.
He was a little perturbed by things. Not with us, though. He's always wonderful with us. Fudd connects.
Since her freshman years, how quickly she gets her feet set. And such a beautiful stroke. 3 fouls in the first half. Coach Auriemma's not going to let that happen again.
No, he's not. Fudd, you bet.
Easy.
Fudd, catch, fire, again! Eckel, dishes, Fudd one more, again! Azzi Fudd is unconscious!
Azzi Fudd is on a burner here in this first half. We've seen it. The hoop.
Arnold had Fudd in the corner, now finds her. Oh my! And those two have had a good relationship since he recruited her. Fudd again!
In the first quarter, it was Carolina who was able to hold them off, but Azzi Fudd is starting to get rolling here. She knew before she caught this, she was going to let it go, and it is textbook. Elbow over the knee, and look at that follow through. And she and Lainey Grant. That was quick release. Yeah. Talk about that textbook shot from Azzi Fudd. It was right there. Not much of an answer for this UConn offense who's gotten going.
11 now, 2 for their last 2. Fudd, can she get in on the act? You bet! Gino playing out here as Fudd connects her second straight 3.
Fudd coming alive from deep the last couple of minutes. A really nice screen by Sarah Strong as Azzi Fudd gets the look in the corner. You see her teammates feeling a little bit fired up.